You are strangely polite for someone so young. My father always said manners maketh man. Behave with politeness and etiquette so as to be better than the criminals who don't. I lightly bowed at the end of my statement and sat down. The officer turned away with a bemused expression and headed off to radio out to Officer Jenny. Less than half an hour later, the door to the station opened up, and a tall woman in a police uniform with teal hair and amber eyes came striding in before turning to us with a bright and friendly smile. "Are you two the ones looking for me? I hear you gave the desk officer some trouble." "That is us, ma'am. Marissa can be a little stubborn at times. So can I actually, but we rarely overlap." I responded with a smile. She looked at me and then at Marissa, who was now pouting and putting on a show. She really is planning on abusing the crap out of being a kid again. I'd get too embarrassed. So good for her. "Oh, sweetie, it's fine. No one is in trouble. But what's wrong? Why did you ask for me?" "Mom said, when we are in the city, if we have any problems, to look for Officer Jenny," Marissa responded. "So what's the problem?" "We don't know how we got here, and we only just barely found out that this is Saffron City. Our parents always told us that if we ever got separated from them, that we had to go to Professor Oak." I made sure to stare at the floor while speaking. It helped convey the mood I wanted to put out. "Your parents? Are you two siblings?" "No." We both immediately responded. "She's my best friend. My parents would drop me off at her place whenever they had to go on missions, so we got to hang out a lot." "He's my best friend. He helped me hatch a Pokemon egg and his hugs are warm." Oh. Okay then. But what happened to your parents? How did you not know what city you were in?" "Because of Arceus. We don't know exactly what happened, but knowing Team Rocket, they are probably dead." "What? Explain." "Mom and Dad were Pokemon Rangers and they fought against Team Rocket a lot, but they became a lot more violent lately. Then they attacked Marissa's family's ranch because her dad was a Pokemon doctor and was offering Pokemon medicine when he wasn't supposed to. A lot happened. Fire was everywhere. Our parents were yelling, we were hiding, and then an explosion happened. Then we heard the voice of Arceus, who said he would take us somewhere safe with some of our parents' things, and next thing we knew, we were in an alleyway." Officer Jenny just stared at us, mouth agape, as she listened to the short story. "And now we are here. It's all really confusing." I shrugged and hugged Marissa. After a few moments, Officer Jenny composed herself and finally asked us the question I had been waiting for. "And you called for me. Why is that?" "We need help. And I didn't know who else to reach out to other than the most trusted officer in the region. Or, well, any region. Officer Jenny is a name everyone recognizes and trusts." She seemed to become slightly bashful at that statement, but still focused on her duty. "What can I help you with?" "As I said before, we need help getting to Professor Oak, but also—" I looked down at my outfit. "I think we need a change of clothes. These are a bit too large for us. I don't know how or why we wound up in these instead of our own, but it's a bit breezy and hard to walk." "And he told me I couldn't go barefoot," Marissa chimed in. Officer Jenny sighed and looked at the two of us. "I don't suppose you have a way to pay for a bus or taxi, and probably not for clothes either." "Nope." I held out a completely empty wallet just to reinforce the point. "Arceus was kind enough to save us, so I'm not ungrateful, but it would be nice to have something to pay for necessities." Officer Jenny just slumped and looked from us to the front desk. "I will see what we can do. Just wait right there." She stepped away, behind a door that led to the various officer desks, and I could hear her chatting away with a couple different officers. One sounded notably older than the rest, probably a senior or supervisor. Before long, she returned with a smile on her face and told us that the station had a little bit of a fund for odd situations like this, and her chief had approved it. Oh, so the older voice was the chief. Interesting. Would have liked to meet him. "After we get you some clothes, I will drive you to Professor Oak's lab in Pallet Town. It's a bit of a long drive, so we will have to stop overnight in a Pokemon Center. Are you two going to be okay?